Hello everyone, I am Deborah. Welcome back to my channel and to my kitchen, where I'm finding and making keto-friendly recipes that will keep us focused, satisfied, and in keto. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So you guys, it is morning time, and it's the weekend, so I decided that I can slow things down a bit, and I am going to actually make breakfast, which is not something that I typically do. But again, because it is in fact the weekend and I'm slowing things down a bit, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So this morning, what I want to do is I want to make our tortilla shell, and I am going to fill it with some cheese eggs. So the first thing that I need to do is to make the tortilla shell. So you guys, if you want to learn how to make these homemade tortilla shells that are keto friendly, and then also make a tortilla wrap, and that's where you have a little triangle and it's going to be filled with the goodness of whatever it is that you decide to put in it, then stay with me and I will show you how coming up next. All right, everyone, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get started in making these tortilla shells. So in this bowl, I have 1 cup of almond flour, and to it, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of whole psyllium husk, followed by a pinch of salt. And to that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And you guys, this recipe was inspired by Keto Search. Now what you fill it with will be inspired by you. So again, that's why I said at the onset it's morning and I have decided to fill mine with cheese eggs. Now that this tablespoon of olive oil has been added, I'm going to add a half a cup of hot water. And this is going to form our dough. Okay, I'm going to let this rest for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back, and then I am going to start forming the shape of these tortillas. I'll be right back. Okay, this has sat for about 10 minutes to let all of the ingredients come together. And one thing that I did do is I watched it and I felt like it was still a little bit too sticky, so I added a little bit more almond flour. So this is looking good. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cover this with another sheet of this parchment paper and I'm going to roll it out. Start with pressing it with my hand first. This is so pliable that I can actually do that. And I am going to continue to roll until I get this as thin as I want it to be. Okay, you guys, that is about the thickness that I want it to be. So the next thing that I need to do is to take a form and cut this into the size that I want. And this is a spring form pan, okay? This is the only cutter that I have, but this is about 7 inches. So this is going to be the perfect size for my tortilla wrap. Just a little bit shy. Oh, it's close. The second one. Then of course what you do is you put this dough back together and you re-roll it and then you cut out the next one. but I was just able to get 2, excuse me, based on the way that I roll this out. Okay, so now that this is ready, I'm going to heat my pan. And you guys, this is looking wonderful. All right, so again, once this pan heats up, I am just going to coat it just a little bit with some olive oil, and I'm going to put these in, and I'm going to show you how I cook them up. Coming up next. All right, everyone, so what I did is I took the rest of that dough, I rolled it out again, and I was able to get a 3rd shell, and this was the scrap that I have left over. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna add some olive oil to this preheated skillet. Just a little to coat it. Spread this out. Okay, and I'm going to drop this in. And I'm going to cook this until it is golden brown on each side. Okay, you guys, the first one is ready. And that's what that looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the other 2 for later, and I'm going to go ahead and get the eggs whipped up. So what I'm doing here is I've got 2 eggs. I'm going to whisk them. And to it, I'm going to add just a pinch of salt. And in this container, I've got some 21 seasoning salute by Trader Joe's. Really love this seasoning, you guys. So I'm going to add a little bit of this to this. It has lots of flavor. Mix that in. And lastly, I'm going to add some cheese. Okay. And this is ready. I just need to get this pan ready by putting in probably about a teaspoon of butter. Okay, that looks good. And add these eggs. All right, you guys, these are ready. Now, let me go ahead and just clear this out, and then we are going to put this tortilla wrap together. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and put this together. So what I have here is the round tortilla, which I cut a slit just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to fill it with everything that I want this breakfast tortilla to be filled with. So I've got a slice of provolone cheese for either side. Okay, like that. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to add some eggs. So I'm gonna put some eggs here. Don't overfill it, which is what it is looking like I'm about ready to do, because you have to fold this. Put some on this side. And then lastly, some down here. So I think the key to this whole thing is you have to visualize this in a quadrant where you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So, having said that, it is time to fold it. Now, we're gonna take this and fold it over this side. Then we're gonna take this and then fold it to this side. And then lastly, this one folds up. Like that. And there you have it, you guys. So what you end up with is each one of these pockets having something in it. All right. Okay, everyone, it is now time to try this tortilla, homemade tortilla shell filled with cheese and eggs. And I tell you, it smells awesome. Lord, I thank you. This is good, you guys. We've got another something good here. I am so impressed. I tell you, a side note, I don't know what you use to season your eggs, but again, that 21 Salute seasoning from Trader Joe's, again, it just brings your eggs to an all new level. This is so good. So I've got 2 more shells in the refrigerator, and you guys, I'm already thinking about how I'm going to fill those. It's probably going to be some veggies and some grilled chicken and some cheese, and that will make the perfect lunch or dinner. So when I get that together, I'll come back and I'll show you how that's done as well. But in the meantime, you guys, please do give this video a thumbs up. Please do share. Please do leave your comments below and let us know if you tried this already and what you think about this, because me, this will not be the last time that I do this tortilla recipe, and it will not be the last time that I will do this tortilla pocket. Absolutely delicious. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember to remain safe, healthy, and encouraged. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by pressing that subscribe button below. Would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. And until we meet again, you guys, keep growing, keep thriving, keep pushing those boundaries. It is a great day, and you make it your own kind of special. And I'll see you guys real soon on my next I've Got Something to Say Too. Thanks again, you guys.